Yeah, welcome to Model Ideas YouTube channel. I request you all, my dears, please take a note and write down every point. Okay, don't neglect. Right, running notes, it will be very useful for all competitive exams like police, banking, because these are the class of reasoning and arithmetic. Okay, thank you. Then I call our master trainer Rajesh sir to take today's class. Thank you, sir.
Good morning all. Welcome to the class. This is Rajesh Kashojala. Today's topic is transversal on parallel lines. In the previous class, we have discussed about transversal, what is transversal, how it impacts on parallel lines, what the angles are forming. All these in the previous class we have observed. With continuation with that, just first of all I will take a small introduction and small brief discussion about transversal on parallel lines, and we will continue with properties, and after that some problems. Transversal on parallel lines. What is a transversal? If a line intersects two or more lines at a distinct points, is nothing but a transversal. Observe here, P is transversal of L and M. P is transversal of L and M. What is transversal? A line which intersects two lines at different points is nothing but transversal. How many angles are forming here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now 1, 2, 7, 8 are outside, 3, 4, 5, 6 are inside. So 1, 2, 7, 8 are exterior angles. 3, 4, 5, 6 are interior angles. Now, next what we have? Corresponding angles, alternate angles. What are corresponding angles? Two angles. One should be interior and another should be exterior, or one should be exterior and another should be interior. On same side at different distinct vertices are nothing but corresponding angles. Corresponding angles, what are those? Two angles on same side of transversal at distinct points. One should be interior, another should be exterior, or one should be exterior, another should be interior. According to this diagram, what are corresponding angles we have here? 3 and 7. Next, 4 and 8. And for 2, we have corresponding angles. What are corresponding angles? Two angles on same side of transversal at distinct points. Okay. Now coming to Those should be one of those, interior and exterior. Next, alternate angles. Alternate angles. What are alternate angles? Either those should be interior or those should be exterior. First condition is both should be interior or both should be exterior. How these are? These should be on either side of transversal. If suppose I am taking 3, what is the second side we have here? 5 and 4. But one more condition is we have at distinct points. So for 3 we have 5. So here interior. Interior alternate angles. What are those? Angle 3 and angle 5, angle 4 and angle 6. Next, exterior alternate angles. What are those? 3, 4, 5, 6 completed. Now exterior 1 and 2, 7 and 8 we have here. For 1 opposite side is 7, for 2 opposite side is 8. So 1 and 7, 2 and 8. These are exterior alternate angles. Now, what is our definition? What is our discussion is transversal on parallel lines. But of course, we have discussed up to now only transversal on lines. We did not mention anywhere parallel here. Now observe here, if P is transversal of L of M, then 4 exterior, 4 interior angles are forming and 4 pairs of corresponding angles are forming here. 2 pairs of interior alternate angles, 2 pairs of exterior alternate angles. Right. Next, what happens if those are parallel lines? Assume L is parallel to M. L is parallel to M. What happens? Simple. All the corresponding angles, pairs of corresponding angles are going to be equal. Property 1. If L is equals to M, then the corresponding angles are equal. What are corresponding angles we have here? Angle 3 is equals to angle 7, angle 4 is equals to angle 8, angle 1 is equals to angle 5, and equals to angle 6. And here converse is also true. What converse is saying? If corresponding angles are equal, then L is parallel to M. If corresponding and L is parallel to M. Next, property number 2. First property, what it is saying? If transversal and parallel lines we are taking, then assuming L is parallel to M, then the corresponding angles are going to be equal. Converse, if corresponding angles are equal, then the lines given are parallel. So angle 3 is equals to angle 5 and angle 4 is equals to angle 6. Angle 3 is equals to angle 5, angle 4 is equals to angle 6. Similarly, what we can write? exterior alternate angles are equal. So angle 1 is equals to angle 7 and angle 2 is equals to angle 8. Now converse, what about converse? Converse is also true. What we can say here, if alternate interior angles are equal, then L is parallel to M. Nothing but the lines which are intersecting by transversal are parallel. L is parallel to M. Now this is property number 2. What is property number 2 is saying, if the lines intersected by the transversal are parallel, L is parallel to M, then alternate interior angles are going to be equal. 3 is equals to 5, 4 is equals to 6. Next, similarly exterior, 1 is equals to 7, 2 is equals to 8. Our converse we are taking. If alternate interior angles are equal, then the lines intersected by transversal are parallel. Now coming to property number 3. Observe here, 4 and 5, 3 and 6. What these pairs are? 4 and 5, 3 and 6. Up to now we didn't give any name for this. These are not corresponding angles, these are not alternate angles. Then what these are? Simple. Interior angles on same side of transversal. Observe 4 and 5, this side we have. 3 and 6, this side we have. For whom? Transversal. So these are interior angles on same side of transversal. So how many pairs you are finding here? One 4 and 5, second one is 3 and 6. Then what about these? How these are going to be? So we can write here the interior angles, or else if you write like this, if two lines intersected by transversal are parallel, then the interior angles on same side of transversal what it is, if two lines are intersected, what are those? L and M are intersected by a transversal. What is the transversal we have here? P. Are parallel. If L is parallel to M, then the interior angles 4 and 5, 3 and 6 on same side of transversal are supplementary. What is the meaning of supplementary? We are saying two angles are supplementary. What is the meaning of angle supplementary here? Already we have discussed in our previous class somewhere. Nothing but the sum of two angles must be 180 degrees. The sum of two angles must be 180 degrees. These are on same side, 4 and 5. So plus 5 is 180 and 3 and 6. Angle 3 plus angle 6 is also 180 degrees. So what we can say here? Two interior angles on the same side are supplementary. Nothing but sum of these two angles is going to be 180 degrees. Even here also, sum of these two angles is going to be 180 degrees. So this is property number 3. What is our property number 3 is saying here? If two lines are intersected by a transversal are parallel, then the interior angles on same side of transversal are supplementary. Nothing but the sum of these two angles is going to be 180 degrees. So this is the point number 3 we have here, and even converse is also true for this. What is converse? If the sum of, or else if the interior angles on same side of transversal are supplementary, then the lines so converse what we are writing here, if the interior angles on same side of transversal are supplementary, then the lines intersected by transversal are parallel. So that means what you can say here, if angle 4 plus angle 5 is equals to 180 and angle 3 plus angle 6 is equals to 180, then L is parallel to M. So this is property number 3. So this is the topic of transversal on parallel lines. What happens here? 3 properties we are observing here. What are those? The first one is, if the lines are parallel, then corresponding angles are equal. Or converse, if the corresponding angles are equal, then the lines are parallel. Second one is, if the lines are parallel, then alternate interior angles are equal and even exterior also equal. What is converse? If alternate interior angles are equal, then the lines are intersected by transversal are parallel. If the alternate interior angles are equal, then the lines intersected by transversal are parallel. Third one is, what is third property saying here? If two lines are parallel, then the interior angles on same side of transversal, okay, are supplementary. Supplementary nothing but what it is, sum of two angles must be 180 degrees. 4 plus 5 is 180, 3 plus 6 is 180. Even converse is also true here. If the interior angles on same side of transversal are supplementary, then the lines intersected by transversal are parallel. So this is the properties we have. So let us take some problems here, 2 or 3 problems depending on this, so that you may understand very easily. According to this diagram, so if angle 1 is equals to 80 degrees, then what about angle? First question. Second question is, if angle 3 is 45 degrees, then what about angle 7? Third question is, angle 2 is 90 degrees, then what about angle 8? Fourth question, if angle 4 is 100 degrees, then what about 8? And observe that these are all 4 individual questions. One question is not linked with the other. Okay, let us see the first question here. If angle 1 is 80 degrees, then what about angle 2? Observe how these are 1 and 2. If you are observing these two, what the thing you are observing, what the thing you are remembering. Angle 1 is 80 degrees. Then what about angle 2? By the diagram, what we can say here, these two are forming what? These two are forming? These two are forming linear pair. What is linear pair? Already we have discussed in our previous classes. Linear pair nothing but if the sum of two angles on a line is nothing but 180 degrees. So already it's 80 degrees. Then what about this? Automatically it should be 100 degrees. Total should be 180. So this is 80. So this should be 100 degrees. So this is the solution of first one. By linear pair we are doing here. Next, second one is angle 3 is 45 degrees. Angle 3 here we have. What about angle 7? Observe here angle 7. And what is the relation between these two? What these two are called? These two are called, already we discussed how these are on same side of transversal. One is interior, second one is exterior. Okay, and observe here, these are at distinct vertices. So what we can say here, these are nothing but corresponding angles. So 3 is 45, so 7 is also since corresponding angles. Next, third question. Angle 2 is 90. Here we have, this is 90 degrees, assume. And then what about angle 8? Angle 2, angle 8. What are these? These are on different side, either side of transversal and at different vertices, and both are exterior. So what we can call these as exterior alternate angles. And compulsory you should observe here if L is parallel to M in this condition. So alternate exterior angles. Alternate exterior angles, what happens? Both are equal. So angle 8 is equals to 90 degrees since alternate exterior angles. Last question. Angle 4 is 100 degrees. Then what about angle 8? 4, 8. Same side of transversal. Okay, same side of transversal. One is interior, second is exterior, and both are at distinct vertices. Such angles are called again corresponding angles. So angle 8 is equals to 100 degrees since corresponding angles. Okay, so like this, basing on corresponding angles, alternate angles, even pair is supplementary, you can find the values which we need here. Let us see the second problem. Observe here, this is a triangle and the angle formed here is 75 degrees and angle formed here is 45 degrees. Inside the triangle, all the angles are given x, y, z. X, y, z. Okay, now you observe here what we can do with this x, y, z. We have to find x, y, z. And assuming this as some A line L, I am extending this line to M. L will be parallel to M. L will be parallel to M. Therefore, Y can be given as 75 degrees. Y is equals to 75 degrees I am taking. Why I am taking like this? You observe here, these two angles are forming which type of angles? Alternate interior angles. Both are inside. Assume L and M. This line is transversal here. This line is, suppose if you want to take B, C, AB is transversal to L and M. So these two are alternate interior angles. Since alternate angles. And what about Z is equals to, observe here again, AC is transversal to whom? L and M. AC is transversal to L and M. Again these two are going to be interior and different side. So same alternate interior angles. So how much it is going to be? Z is equals to 45 degrees. Now what about X? Angle on a straight line will be 180 degrees. Total angle on a straight line will be 180 degrees. Already this is 75 degrees, this is 45 degrees, totally 120 degrees. So remaining is going to be automatically 60 degrees. For X we need 180 minus of 75 plus 45. Since 75, 45 and X are angles on a straight line, and sum is going to be 180 degrees. So 180 minus 120, nothing but 60 degrees. So therefore X is equals to 60, Y is equals to 75 and Z is equals to 45. So like this we can find X value, Y value, Z value according to the given problem. Taking a different problem, only one angle is given. How much it is? 100 degrees. We need to find 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let us try. First one is 100 degrees. What about second one? Angle 2 is equals to 80 degrees. Why? Because of linear pair. Angle 3 is equals to degrees. So why are taking 100 degrees here? Because already we discussed 1 and 3 are vertically opposite angles, and we know that vertically opposite angles are equal. So if angle 1 is 100 degrees, then angle 3 will be 100 degrees. Why? Because these two are vertically opposite angles.